J Drone here, and this is the Hubsan H107C Plus. This is the, I guess, upgraded model you'd consider. It has a little bit better camera than the H107C teardrop drone, and we're going to take off on a flat surface. So we're going to go over here to this pavement over here, and we're going to do our down and out to get those motors firing. This does have altitude hold, and this button up here is to start the camera. Those back red lights will blink left to right, and that's how you know the camera is recording. It takes an SD card in the body. We're going to go ahead and shoot this up pretty high here, just kind of give it a little bit of a range test. I'm kind of in a safe area. The wind's slightly blowing back towards me, so anything happens, it should come back towards me. I am in a residential community, so that's why I'm kind of keeping this in mind. If I was out in a field, I'd just go. I really wouldn't think anything, because if it comes down in a field, it's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to hurt the drone and whatnot. But because I'm in a residential neighborhood, I think about these things. Again, Hubsan H107C Plus. This has a rated 720p wide-angled lens camera, and here's what the drone sees from takeoff. And that's pretty clear. I mean, that's pretty clear camera, especially, I mean, the sun's down. The sun's completely down. You can see a little bit of the sun in the back. Not the sun per se, just the sunlight casting against the clouds, making that pink array in the back. This is really clear and very stable. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I'm definitely going to fly this a lot more. Definitely going to test it a lot more. It might make my top 10. The Hubsan H107C is definitely on my top 10, and if this is better than that, it's definitely going to be on my top 10. Be careful. I think this has a SEMA shutdown feature. As you can see here, we are falling to the ground. Bam! I was trying to bring this down quickly by holding the left throttle stick completely down, and bam! You can see it fell from all the way up there, and it's not broke. It's not damaged. Everything's still recording fine. We just stopped the recording with that upper right bumper. So be aware of that. If you're going to fly this extremely high and you need to bring this down quickly, it does have altitude hold, and drones that have altitude hold are a little bit more difficult to bring down quickly, especially if it has that X8 shutdown like I think this does. If you hold down your left trigger down, it's just basically going to drop out of the sky. And I'm just looking here to make sure everything's good. It's always good to do a pre-flight, and if you crash, it's always good to do a re-pre-flight. And a visual inspection is generally good enough. And we're going to go ahead and fly this a little bit more here. The rest of the video is going to be from my head cam. That way you guys could get a good gist of how this flies and see what type of speed it has. It has some speed on it. Compared to the H107C, the teardrop drone, it's a little bit slower, but you have to take and respect that it is an altitude hold drone. So you're it's not dive bombing. It's trying to counter the dive bombing you would get with a drone that doesn't have altitude hold. So therefore, you're losing a little bit of speed with it not being able to pitch completely forward and dive bomb towards that grass. So, but I'm buzzing by my head here. You can see it has speed. We already checked that it has range. It definitely has range as far as altitude goes. We climbed pretty high in altitude and got a pretty dope scape of the smaller town that I live in and the Cascade. And look, we got a van to the right of me backing up. We've drawn somebody's attention. I know who it is. It's my neighbor all the way at the end of the street. Really cool guy. He likes to chat with me, and right now he's pointing his finger at it, trying to shoot the drone down, and kind of just having fun. Really cool guy. I have cool neighbors. They all see me flying the drones. Some really don't talk to me about it. This guy seems really interested about the drones and always talks to me when I'm out. So we chatted for him a little bit. We are back now. I didn't turn the battery off. Had it on the entire time that we were chatting. I had the camera on the entire time we were chatting. As you can see, the lights are going left to right. So don't take this as a full flight time. Because again, I was kind of letting the battery draw, and here's another climb for you. Keep your eye on it. You should be able to keep your eye on it the entire time. Here I am using the Access Cam. I did a video on the Access Cam. It's one of the cheaper cameras, although it is up to 40 and change now. At one point, it was $22 on Amazon. I told everybody about it. I don't know how many people jumped on it, But when I tell you guys something, hey, super cheap deal, it's not because I'm affiliated with anybody on Amazon, because I promise you I'm not. It's just because I was searching Amazon, I found the Access Cam, said 1080p, $22. I grabbed it. I saw it was good. I let people know it was good, and then slowly, I don't, maybe it was because of the videos, maybe it was because of the exposure that I gave it. They've been slowly raising the price on it. But it's a good camera. As you can see, we're out here in low light, and you are able to see the clarity on this is really nice. I mean, it's obviously no GoPro, but it's GoPro knockoff, and for under $40 still, you're getting your money. And here it comes. Here it comes. Here comes the drone. We're going to try to put this in my face here. I'm going to try to show you what the drone looks like during flight, as I always try to do. A lot of the guys like to fly out far and fly out high, and you're never really getting a good shake of what the drone looks like during flight. And I try to differ. I try to keep you on the edge of your seat, keep you interested. And you guys, if you need controller layouts, let me know. I'm happy to do a video just on that. But in the beginning, I'm not going to bore you to death. I'm not going to bore you to death and give you a 3-minute intro on what I think about the drone, 3-minute intro on the controller layout. Is it helpful? Absolutely. Do I find it boring? Absolutely. There's some top guys with a lot of good information that put me to sleep. And I'm trying not to put you to sleep. I'm trying to show you the flyability. I'm trying to, bam, buzz right past my face. Get you involved in the video, because this is what you're going to see. Exactly what I'm seeing right now, the way I'm flying, is what you're going to see. You're going to see a buzz past your face. If you're going to fly close to you, this is what you're going to see. I showed you an altitude climb. I've showed you a lateral range, bringing it back and it coming back into view. This gives you a really good retrospect of the viewer, of you. This is a really nice drone, though. Thoughts on it? My thoughts on it, it's really nice. The camera on it's really nice. The LED blinkers are just like the Eachine E30, Eachine E30G, I believe it is. The only difference from this is the body's slightly different, and this is also not kicking out 5.8 gigahertz that you can connect to a camera. It actually does not have any Wi-Fi. There is a Wi-Fi version of this. I don't have it. This is the one that I have. Keep your eyes on those LEDs. Low voltage lights are going to kick on really quickly, and then low voltage lights are on. I'm going to try to bring it down. I'm holding down, which I shouldn't be doing because that happens. Guys, I'm J-Drone. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you're on Facebook, check out Drone Days. Link will be at the bottom. This was a Hubsan H107C Plus, and the motors are off. Fly safe.